Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Peggy from the Pearl Forest, and we're going to put some pockets in this journal. Take a peek at the time to see whether we have time for maybe 2 of our journals. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 journals with the cats. Okay, so this is the pink one. It's sort of an Asian inspired look, it seems like to me. Okay, here's the stuff that we pulled out. Let's refresh our minds of what kind of pages this has. We already have this flip out, which could be cut to be a pocket. And we have this pocket. This page. Our cats. They're just on there for decoration. Lots of colorful pages. Okay, some more of our cats. We could put like a little border down here. We'll see what goes somewhere else. I have lots of those borders because I've cut down there goes my glue. I've cut down a bunch of edges, so I have quite a collection that we can use to decorate the sides. That was a knee catch with the glue bottle. Thankfully not open. And let's see, where are the other side? There's this pocket, side pocket. And we should have, our little flip here, which is a pocket. And we do have some paper on here. I'll just kind of smooth that out. So this is a pocket. We'll find something to put in there. A little more decoration there. This has the yellow flower print inside. So we have 4 places for pockets right now. And we have these pockets. This is something to go in, and in, and in. Let's just put all the ends in our bag. This goes in. This is our belly band. This is a pocket and a pocket. And these 2 pockets, and these are pockets, and this goes in. So we have lots of pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's probably more than we need. But that's what we ought, unless we choose to not use some. Now most of these glue here and here, and you have a tuck pocket, and most of them open this way, but for some reason we still have that, but for some reason this one folds down. Probably operating error. Let's see, this has some little kitties, and this one, oh, that's interesting. They're both little orange kitties. Okay, so let's decide on the belly band. Where would we like the belly band? Usually I like to put it on something like this. Well, that might be good just right there. Here, I'm gonna need to trim this shorter. And I left my paper cutter in the living room. So we're gonna have to do the by hand method. If it's slightly smaller, that's okay. So I'm gonna trim just on the other side of that fold. Get out our trusty art glitter glue, which in my case is a little runny. Oh, well, nope, it's still runny. And I don't have my skinny tip. For some reason, I've been ordering my refills without the little tip part. So I kept wondering why I wasn't getting more of those in the mail. I need to switch my order. I know I have some somewhere, but know I have some that are clogged. But it does work a lot better. So if you have art glitter glue, if you have the little metal tip that goes on with the skinnier hole, that works really good. I think I'm going to put this one over on that same paper. Let's see. It's near the yellow pocket, so that's here. So put that here or put it over here. I kind of like it over there better. So we'll put this on as a tuck pocket. Kind of tuck it over this way a lot so there's more room to get in there. And we can add some other decoration. Also, if you buy a journal and you say you have a pocket like this and you really wish there was more things on your pocket, you know what? It's yours. It's your journal, your pocket, and you get to add things if you want. So just keep that in mind. Just because somebody else made it doesn't mean you can't alter it. Let's see, the other side of this sewn in pocket. Okay, that has a picture, but this doesn't. And it doesn't have a pocket. So why don't we put one of our pockets, maybe this one looks nice with that. We'll put this on the back here. Now this is a pocket. And if we put it down like this, it'll be another pocket. But if we go like this, we could stick something in that way. And there is extra room. So let's try that. Let's take that out so we don't glue it. And let's glue it down this way. I could also make it a tuck. But I think I'm going to make it a tag size. Oops, there we go. So it'll be a pocket two ways. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna really like that tip back. Less mess. I really recommend them. I don't have any links in my description box because I don't have enough subscribers to have affiliate links. But if you want to share, to subscribe and to share it with other people, we might be able to get to that point and I can share where I've gotten things. But some of the things I have, I've just had for a long time, like this wrapping paper and these calendar pictures I've had for a long time. Okay, so there's that on the back of this. Now we have these collection. And this is the middle. What do we have in here? Well, this page you can't really write on, and I don't want to put this one on here because it gets lost. Maybe the little gingham ones would be nice. What does the other side look like? Is that, let's see, we got the blue paper, so it looks very similar. So we could do that one. I kind of like that. We can do that. Let's do that. So we'll put this on as a pocket this way. And it's also a fold out. If you ever have a fold flip out that you think opens too much, doesn't stay closed, you can always make a little closure for it that holds it down. But that might interfere with what you're putting in the other pocket, so you'd have to design around that. So like in this case, you're putting something in behind this piece. So you don't want to block a lot of that, but you could put something down, you know, just not this, but this is cuter in shape. You could put something small down here where you glue this part of it like that. and then this other part can lift up to open. So that's something we could do. This is a little teacup. I don't have anything handy other than the triangles, but we'll see what we come up with. And where is our other side? Right here. And this one is going to fold down, but we're still gluing the back in the same way. Oops. Feel free to leave comments and chat with me if you'd like. I'm going to start leaving my email in the description box if you want to send me a private message and not have it in the public chat. You'll be able to do that. So in this case, this folds down. So in this case, I would put something, whoops, up here to hold it closed, and then you can still put something in there. See, we could put also like a big something, you know, in here. Love. You know, should we just do that? Put some love in here. This journal needs some love. A lot of these really big words. I don't have my package handy, so I can't tell you by who. But I will try to be able to tell you that later. But they are a digital. There, so that coordinates with this. And I do think I'll put something on here. Okay, so, and we do want something here. Color-wise, let's see, we're pink and yellow. Could do pink. Maybe yellow goes nicer with the cats, and you can see this. Or maybe we could do yellow with a skinny pink down the middle. That'd be fun. We could even add maybe a tie of yarn. Could probably put an eyelet there and hang some yarn there. Let's just try to remember that, because I need to glue the pockets in. Although I guess it doesn't matter if we venture off somewhere. Whoops, that was not good. Shouldn't really flip your glue onto your table. Believe it or not, this table is more than 50 years old. It's probably more than 60 years old. It's been around as long as I know, and I need to get that off there. It's the first mark I've had that I haven't gotten off, but I haven't tried enough either. Okay, let's see. So if we put this here, that, make this one this short. One of these days we need to make some clusters. Okay, so we're going to glue this on. I think we'll come back and do the eyelet and the dangle, but let's leave the yarn in there as a reminder. So this puts a little color on our page, plus fixes this edge where the wrapping paper picture just, whoops, this didn't get to the top. Come on, all the way up to the top. Try to get this straight. So you can't see that the wrapping paper was just cut off abruptly there. Okay, so that'll go in there somewhere later. Actually, this is kind of cute. This is a little piece of coloring wise, I just like it. It's a little piece of washi tape that look like little jewels, like you might find on your cat collar. I think it would just be kind of fun to put on this near the cat. Collar jewels, and then we'll put this on later. Okay, so now we have one here and one, where'd it go? Oh, this is the center, so okay, we went out, sorry. One out here and one here. This one will need an edge also. Maybe we'll try an orange. No, I don't know if I want orange and black. How about brown? But let's see if I have one the size I want. This is a little wider, but we could do brown and black. I think I have another one of those jewels we could put on there too. So that's one past the blue. That's where we had the thing over here, and so this will be there. Now we have this page. Mark that. So let's put these. Now this matches too much. Maybe this one or this one. This one shows up more, but then maybe we'll do that, and then back here on this one, we could put that one and it'll show up, and then back here on this one, I think I'll just put this over here. Okay. Glue these last few in, and that will be enough for the additions to this book. Except we could just do the stripe and do each of these pocket additions on each journal as a separate video. So they're a treat after the last one that was really long. But I do suggest if it's too long, you can fast forward, skip ahead, not watch it with taking a break periodically. There are lots of options. Okay. And this one, I like it with a little bit of fuzzy yarn. And this one's backed, so it could have been a journal card, but I decided that the ones, going in this direction would be pockets. Now I don't have to put something in every pocket, because maybe that's something the person who gets the journal wants to do, to put something of their own in there. So that's an option. So we'll put this black one, hopefully not on the table, in the center of this brown one. Oops, come on. Center. And let me just see for the page length. We'll cut it off here. If you're interested in purchasing a journal, you might send me an email or drop a note in the comments. I haven't figured out how to offer them yet. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of things using my time, and it's hard sometimes to pick what to do when. Now I know I have another one of those jewels somewhere, and I know I have the whole washi tape roll of them, so hopefully I can come back with them or something similar or as good, like maybe, you know, a piece of something like this that adds some color. That's a possibility. I'm just going to leave that in there. And we could dangle some yarn too. So you have some long ones and I have some short ones. We could do a yellow one or we could trade it up. Let's do yellow because we already have green on a card. Okay, that's glued. 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 And that's in. I really like this painted one. Isn't that pretty? Sometimes they just come out of their own doing beautiful. We have that one. And this one is not in. Okay, so we'll put this. Oops. On this page, covering up some of this pretty paper, but a lot of it is still there and it kind of tones it down a little bit. Makes the kitties stand out nicely. These little calendar pictures have been nice. I have had so many cat calendars over the years. I think that must be what I got all the time. Oh, we have this one too. So put this one on our playing card pocket. All right, this is like a little fence with the garden. We want it to one side or in the middle. We'll just go in the middle, I guess. This is between the squishy glue and the curvy card. Slide. So this one I need to hold down for a few minutes. I'll give you a peek of my horse western cow stuff coming up. In my sorted out, I found this bandana ribbon. It has wire edge, which I probably will take off, but I thought this would be really nice in a journal. It says a $2.49, but I have no idea how old this is. It's not recent. But that'll look forward to seeing that in one of my Western journals that will be coming. Not sure what's coming right after the cats and dogs. We'll see. Okay, these are glued on. And we could add another cat to this. Those are all puppies. Don't think we want to put the puppies on there. Here's a hanging cat. That's a puppy. Here's some cats. Cats and dogs. This is cats and dogs. This one is cute because the flowers look good with that. Not sure what the cat looks like on this other side. Oh, it has flowers also. Let's put that one on. That'll be a nice addition. Okay, and like always, I'm going to put some glue on the back, usually art glitter glue, sometimes glue stick, just to make sure that this glue is longer lasting than a lot of stickers are. See, we even have some punched flowers out of the paper. Let's see, I'll just stick this up here, give it a little decoration. And with all those cats together, I'm kind of thinking about our friendship word, which goes with that pink, because they just look like they're a bunch of friends. So let's go ahead and put it in. We already put the love one in here somewhere else. So I think we're going to need to make sure we have our words handy to put in our other journals too. So this one has love and friendship. And you still have all this room to write. And you have these friends over here. I don't know why I have two of these here. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in its bag in case they went with this journal. If not, they're just having a bonus. So thank you for joining me for this cat journal, this pink one. We've got all of our pockets and tucks ready for stuff to go in them. I don't think that this has been very long. Maybe we should go ahead and stick these things in and see what we have left, although I do need to cover the back. Well, we can do some of them. So this already has something. This is a big thing, could go in this pocket, or we could do this cat. His little saying, I'm not as good as a poker player as you think, and that could be still seen there. This big one could go in these big things, but also could go in our belly band. Let's put it in the belly band. This will give us an idea what we still need to make. Come on, belly band, where are you? You're hiding. It's not there. Okay, well, we have this big one here. And this looks nice with these colors. We can put some more tall things in. And this one, actually this is kind of cute with this paper. And this is a single-sided journal card. We could put a little, that would be fun to put a little tie on the journal card. Maybe a little white one on the journal card, or the tag. That one has that. Lots of writing space. Let's see. Could put this flower blooming out of here. Or could put that there. Remember to cover that. Where's that belly band? Kind of like that one there. Could put another ticket there. That's got a tie. Here's a big one. Some of these, I think, needed to be trimmed down just a tad to fit in here more, but this is a nice coffee dyed tablet that can go in there. And this will be cute in there. Here's our belly band. Maybe we'll make a little cat stamp to go on there. That would look good. And we have this big pocket, and then we have inside here, maybe we'll hide our secret pocket card inside. And so for right now, we just have our ticket for here, but we'll add some more things. So that's what we have for here for the moment in our pink, sort of Asian styled inspired cat journal. Thank you for joining me. It's Peggy from the Pearl Forest. Here's a close look at the cover. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great, productive day full of fun, creativity, and love. Take care. See you next time.